Hello, hi everyone. My name is Abdul, and I'll be presenting a new way of running your LLM workflows locally. You know, AI has been moving very fast lately, and what if I told you you don't need AI platforms like OpenAI, Anthropic for all your LLM needs? Sometimes you might run out of tokens, or you just want to protect your data and you want it to run locally. A very simple option is Olama. So Olama is a great alternative for running LLMs and allows you to run your LLM locally on your PC, on your system. So today I'll be showing you two parts of um, the workflow process of running your LLM locally, and it's quite similar to OpenAI. So the first part is Olama, which allows you to run your um, large language models locally. Has it has an API built into it. The second part is um, Open Web UI. Open Web UI is the front end for um, various local um, AI platforms like Olama, etc., etc. And it has a front that is very similar to uh, ChatGPT. So, and it also has some additional features. So I'll be putting you through how to set it up on your system. So give me. So let's go. First, we go to Olama, Google. Oh, brave. So Olama is quite simple to run. So you go to the website, go to download, and you copy this, install with one command. So yeah. So yep. So bringing this in. So yep. Let's try this. So I've already installed Olama. So you copy this link and you paste it for Linux. You can also run it on Mac OS or Windows. I'm currently using Linux. So yep. So I already have it installed. I don't need to reinstall it. So so it's simple as running Olama. You can see the various commands available to you. So so Olama gives you all these options. Olama serve, create, show information about a model, to run a model, stop a model from running, to pull the model from registry, to push model to registry, to list models, to check if models running using Olama PS. Copy, you can copy models, you can remove models, and various other options are available. So this is the CLI. So it also has an API, but I won't be covering that today. So the API is more advanced and it has various capabilities, like you can do things like streaming or get your whole um, get the data all. So just various options the beyond the CLI. So I currently have a couple of models I've downloaded, and to list them, I'll just type Olama list. So I have a custom model I've made, Queen. I made it from the Queen 3, which is the model available on Olama's registry. So I could go in details about Queen 3, but I would like to limit this video to how to get yourself set up. So let's run Queen 3. Olama run Queen 3. So wait a minute. So we can tell it to I use like OpenAI. OpenAI is just ChatGPT. So let's ask the question: how do I bake a strawberry cake? So this is it working? So just see it running and working. So this the output is very dependent on the model. So this model, so you can see this model outputs very descriptive. So so it's doing sort of self reflection because that's what this model is built with. So you can see. Well, it keeps going. Wow. Ooh. And that's it. Enjoy your sweet food creation. So let me zoom in so we can zoom in. So you can see contents produced by Olama. So this is the CLI. So we'll move on to Open Web UI, which gives you more features, additional features. This CLI is quite limited. You don't really get a lot of features. So we go to Open Web UI. You open Web UI, you get, so you go to GitHub repo, and you can see the video showing, the video present showing. So yep, so this is how it is a demo. It's very similar to ChatGPT, and installing it takes time. So I've already installed a version on my um, I've already installed a version on my laptop, and it takes a lot of time to install. And you can also install it using Docker, but I find it slow for me. So because it's very resource heavy, since it's calling, it's using the GPU, it's using the, since the Olama is using the GPU in the background. So I see using Docker is kind of slow. So I use PIP. I create a virtual environment for it in Python, and so let me access. Oops. Open web. Okay. And then, so hmm. So let's exit this. I think you can exit. Hmm. So Control D. So it's exited. Well, I might need to install Open Web UI again. Mm, hmm. Okay. 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 So Yep. Open web UI. Installing it. It's quite easy. First, I create a virtual env. Let me zoom. env. Ooh, yep. Then okay. Here we are. So installing it is as easy as copy, paste. So oh, guess we already have it installed then. Then paste. Open web UI is up. So oops. So yeah, open web UI is up and it's currently running. So it's running at port. Let me confirm the port. So yeah, it should be in documentation. So it's port 8080. So copy and let's go. So ooh, sign in. Oops, I don't know. How do I sign in? Forgot my password. Ooh. So I've already created a password for it. So just look for my password. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The password is I think I have come. Oops. You have uh, what's the password I used? Oof. Okay. I really forgotten my password. Definitely not this. I think this is my password. Oof. Yeah, the password not correct. Okay. Is this it? Okay. Let me totally forgot my password. Imagine that. So oof. So let's figure out how to create a new password then. Mm-hmm. open web UI. Hmm. So well, okay. Logging in. Oh, so yeah, uh, yeah. So let's try this method. Okay, export. So, oops, it's not working. So we're currently on the search and we're looking for how to reset Open Web AI, Open Web UI password. I have to delete the old. Yep, yep. I have to delete the old. Hmm. pause the streaming. So, yep, we have Open Web UI running on our local host. So let me zoom in. So you see it running on localhost. So yeah, might not need to zoom in after all. So get started. Let's create tests at tests dot tests and tests 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we're creating an admin account. Yeah, save. And so so yeah, so we have it already seeing the list of um, available models. You can see the list of available models I showed you earlier. So they've already been automatically detected by Open Web UI. And let's try something similar to what we did before. So it's, you can see it has this ChatGPT look and feel. So let's see, how do I make um, mm, um, chocolate cookies? So you can see it's writing out. By the way, I'm using a different model, so you can see seeing things differently. So the model I'm using is a 2.5 visual language. So visual language is very good for, you know, working with images. So it's quite good for working with images. So I'll give you an example of what you don't get with the CLI, which is working with images. So let me get an image, something not you. So you can see it's already done with the recipe. So let's work with that with image. So this is something the CLI doesn't give you, working with images. So let's try what is in this picture. So I downloaded a picture online and I added it to the model so it can tell me what's in the picture. So so you can see this is one of the caveats of working with um, models locally is performance is very dependent on the capabilities of your system. So This is taking a lot of time because of the kind of the RAM the GPU I'm using. So I'm not using a GPU with very large amount of um, graphics memory. It's sufficient for playing video games, but doing things like compute, it's especially working with generative AI. It takes some time. So I'll pause. Oh, just in time. So I was about to pause the streaming, but you can see it's generating stuff. So it's telling us what's in everything that's in the picture. Bread, hmm, candles. Am I saying candles? Yeah, yeah, it's candles. I didn't even notice. Like actually candles in the in this picture, but the AI caught it. So and fruits, cheese, olives, nice, and decorative elements. So so you see how you can get like a ChatGPT flow with OpenWeb AI. So it has other features, and I'll move on to the next feature I want to show you. So let me use another model. Let's select the this model. So there's voice mode. So voice mode allows you to basically speak with open web UI. So you can basically have like a conversation with the AI. So let's go. Let me try it out. So hello. Hi, hello. Um, I'm thinking of making a dish with cheese. Can you guide me? So let's give it time. So you can see it doing taking what they call it. Wow. So there's also a camera mode allow. So it might not show you like um my image because I already have my camera on the recording. But let me see if I can. Oop, so okay, it's not showing. So Tell me a short story. And so you can tell it to read aloud. Mm. You can also go with continue response. So interrupt. You can tell it to read aloud. Ideally, it's meant to read aloud, but because recording, I'm recording. You won't hear the AI speak out. So that's basically long and short of it all. So there are other features available, and this is just scratching the surface of what you can do locally. So there's so many other features. You can actually create your own custom models quite easily in Olaba, and then you interact with those models um, locally. So I've used it for various other purposes, like helping me format my documents, etc., etc. So it's so many, and it's very flexible, and there's so many features available. So I hope I've been able to, provide some information how to run your AI LLM workflow completely offline, uh, completely without internet. So let me turn off my internet just to show you. Turn off my Wi-Fi, and you can see. So yeah, I'm turning on my Wi-Fi, and you can see that it will still run without. I see no internet. I have no internet on, and it still run. So let me ask it one final question. Who is Luke Skywalker? So, yep, you can see it's providing stuff. So I've I see writing stuff without internet. So go forth and experiment. And I would like your feedback. And any feedback, any questions, please you can put them in the comments. And it's something I'm really interested in. It's something that I feel is going to be of interest to you, the viewers. So feedback, your comments very important. Uh, Please, I encourage you to give them feedback and questions also, and you can like and subscribe, um, and you can suggest future videos. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.